Hey Dave, how are we doing today? Yeah, everything's working today. Yeah. 30 plus. I hear you just fine. Dave is not muted. He is, I can hear him just fine. Let me, but it's not showing up on your broadcast there, Dave. No, because when we had that, you weren't getting it at all. Hang on, folks. We're trying to work out some technical difficulties. Yeah. Dave's trying to look through his settings. Yeah, we see chat. We can see that we've got it that you can't hear Dave. We can see it down there on our monitoring equipment too right now. So we are trying to work through that. It's not showing. Yeah. Hang on. I'll be in. Well, all right, everyone. We have a technical issue that we can't solve for right now, so you're not going to be able to hear Dave. But we're going to go ahead and go through, and I'll just call out what maps I'm trying to show you. We're just going to give you a quick Friday update on what's coming in. And when everybody's ready and the chat catches up, we'll go ahead and start with that, because we do have a few little changes in the forecast for what's coming. What we're looking at, Chris D, thank you. Appreciate it much. Appreciate y'all hanging in there with us. What we're looking at, we do have a storm system coming in. You can see there on the radar map, we've got showers to our west and southwest moving in this way. They'll be in here tonight in the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, the cold front is supposed to go through, and our temperatures are going to be dropping through the afternoon and the evening. And we may see that change over a bit tomorrow evening. And then definitely in the overnight hours Saturday night, we're looking for that to change over to some fairly light snow. They're not looking for a whole lot of accumulation. I heard one report of up to an inch, but that seems a little bit much. What the models are showing is anywhere between a trace and a half an inch for our area up here. And that's mostly up in the northern area. Off to our east and southeast, that's going to be a much bigger event. If we go look over at the GFS, when Dave gets over there to it. There we go. If you'll move that frame by frame through, we're going to look what this storm is doing. This is just started there. There's our rain over top of us, really good, all the way through northwest Tennessee and Kentucky. And there's the snow coming in on the backside of it. And if you continue to advance that through, they show it kind of broken up, so it'll be mostly snow showers. But and then it moves on through. Now, if we follow that on through, there's that very cold air coming in that we're looking at for the Sunday, Monday, and on through into next week a little bit. There's the beginnings of a storm they show. That was not the one we were looking at it on the 23rd. That was one that was in between that. It's sticking down to the Gulf Coast, according to the GFS. And then they move it on out. And then suddenly in the GFS, our storm for the 23rd kind of disappeared, as in completely gone. And then they continue on and they start to try to warm it up a little bit too much and then bring in more rain for a pretty good sized storm coming at us about the end of the month, around the 27th through the 30th. And on through that. And it's just weird how they're doing this. It's rare for them to get that close in with a storm that everybody was showing on all the models and then suddenly it just disappear. It's still there on some of the longer range outlooks, but as far as that big storm on the 23rd everyone was looking at, right now it's disappeared. We'll have to wait and see if it shows back up by tomorrow. But for now, these are the snow totals I think Dave's trying to show. He puts it in motion. See, there's our little... There you go. Shows our little bit of snow right there for us and a much bigger snow over for East Kentucky and up into West Virginia. So we just get a little bit of a trace, and then we get another little push of it right there as the next front comes in. So the pattern they're trying to show is rain on the front, snow on the back, and they're trying to continue that. However, with this cold air pushing in, and I don't think that cold air is gone anywhere, they just don't want to bring it in as much on the models. That would show maybe not quite as cold, but I still think we're looking at lows in the single digits here in Kentucky and probably maybe right around 10 or low teens down in the Tennessee part of it. And that starts to moderate as we head toward the end of the week, just a little bit, but not a lot. But as we look at it, we're still looking for lows down in the single digits as we head into the early part of the week with highs in the 20s. And the main thing I'm looking at with this is I'm just looking at this first storm for right now because those other storms still have to sort themselves out. We are going to get some snow on the backside of it. It's going to be very cold, turn very cold overnight, Saturday night and through Sunday. Sunday's highs are only looking to be in the low 20s. And with that being the case, with low 20s for highs, any leftover rain from the rain or any snow we have on the ground, it's going to quick freeze, and we'll probably see some icy spots on the roads come Sunday morning. So everyone needs to be very careful when you go for your Sunday morning activities, go out to church or whatever you decide to do. Yeah, the cold is definitely going to be the cold is definitely going to be the biggest issue with this storm that's coming in, simply because it is going to be very dangerous. And Dave's taking us through some cameras. There's Irwin, Tennessee. It's always lovely over in there. A lot of their snow has started to melt off a little bit. Their temperatures have warmed up like ours have. 46 degrees there right now. Where else are you going to look at here? Yeah, I hear you fine. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on with it. I can hear what Dave is saying, and Dave can hear me, but apparently no one out there can hear Dave. So I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, Amanda Patty, East Tennessee or East Kentucky always gets the good stuff. Yeah, they've got the mountains. It gives them a little bit more uplift there that gives them the good stuff. Showing some 50. Our temperatures have actually warmed up into the middle to upper 50s around the area today. I saw one report even from 60 degrees at Fort Campbell itself. And that's pretty warm, but that's going to really make it feel really cold when the cold air gets in here tomorrow afternoon and evening. Yeah, a lot of the snow around has melted, but what we've noticed is where the shadows are around here, where there's no direct sun. Some of the snow is sticking around on the ground, and as the old wives' tale or the old saying goes, if you see snow sticking around like that, it's waiting for more. Yeah. Let's go to Spirit Lake and look at them. They actually got a little bit above freezing today, so they may have a little bit of melting on the ice, but the ice is still nice and thick and burr. That looks cold. But like Dave is fond of saying, they'll probably be out there ice fishing on that within the next 3 weeks. It's 41 degrees there right now, so even they've warmed up quite a bit. And let's go on out and have a look at Mount Shasta. Those winds out there, the Santa Ana winds involved with the wildfires, have all been coming from the north and northeast and pushing offshore. So we haven't seen them on the picture here at Mount Shasta, and isn't that gorgeous? The snow cap all over and just a few clouds floating through. Beautiful day there. What was the temperature there? 51 on the town down there. So still plenty cold for the snow caps up on top, but nice and probably a pretty pleasant day there this afternoon. With the technical difficulties we're having, I don't want to go too long with everything, but let's see what everybody is talking about on the chat. Mike Bynum, you've got a lot of snow melt off up in Washington, Indiana. That's good. And that's a good picture. I know that's yeah, Dragon Nation. I was trying to get it out. Dragon Nation up, just up north of Kansas City. They still got plenty of snow on the ground, although I've noticed their school buses did move around today. There was 4 sitting there when I looked at it a little bit earlier, and they're in the 40s as well. A lot of the places we look at around here are probably in the 40s or 50s. Don't know if we can see the rain coming in out there to the west of us or not. And where is that one, Dave? Puxico, Missouri. Okay. Plenty of, Yeah, there's Bell City. We always like looking at Bell City. It's a pretty little place, and we enjoy checking in on them from time to time. They definitely got some clouds rolling through. And Dave's searching around for some cameras to show here. Yeah, that one's kind of blurred out on him. It's got something across the lens. Yeah. This is Perry County Weather Watchers down in Little Rock, Arkansas. They've got plenty of clouds rolling through. Can't tell if they've had much rain down there, but it should be to them pretty soon. Yeah, that's a fire station. Is that the one just south of Jonesboro, Dave? Okay. Looking at one of the fire stations around the Memphis area with that picture. Yeah. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Again, plenty of clouds. And yeah, the wind is definitely shaking everything around. There is going to be quite a bit of wind with this coming in. Not, we're not talking like 30-mile-per-hour gusts, but it'll definitely be in the 20 to 25-mile-per-hour gust range with the winds coming in. And that's one reason we're warming up so much. We've had strong southerly winds. And the other reason we'll cool down so quick and so much is because we're going to get really strong west and northwest and then northern winds. Uh, yeah, Gibson County, Tennessee. That's pretty. That's a pretty little town right there. They're enjoying a nice afternoon. Darlene Barnett, when will the temps drop? They will. The cold front should be through here probably about midday tomorrow. They're going to start off as rain showers in our area till about 2 p.m. So you can go off us as the timeline. It'll happen sooner to the west, later toward the east, and about 2 p.m. And then we'll have some rain showers, snow showers mixed as the temperature drops. The temperature will rise to around 45 by 9 a.m. and then it'll start falling. It'll be down in the 30s by 5 p.m. West southwest winds 6 to 14 with gusts as high as 22. And that's about a 50-50 chance of rain they're calling for tomorrow. I think it's probably a little higher than that. Yeah, it's 90% overnight. And then with the snow and snow showers coming in, they're calling for a 40% chance of that. And again, we're not looking for a big snow out of this. We're just looking for maybe a trace to a half inch here in Hopkinsville, maybe a little bit more to the east and southeast of us, but not a huge snowfall for us. The ones who are going to get the biggest ones out of this storm, as far as snowfall, is going to be over toward the East Kentucky mountains and Tennessee mountains and up through West Virginia. Everybody's hoping for snow now. Yeah, we'd like to see a little bit more ourselves, but it will happen. It will happen. And again, we are getting the cold temperatures, and we're waiting to see what the models finally resolve on whether or not we're getting a pretty big storm toward the end of this coming week or not. We'll be back on with you again Sunday afternoon to update everyone. We just decided to do a quick Friday update because the forecast had changed a little bit, looking for those colder temperatures coming in and looking for that possibility of a little bit of snow on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Sorry, I understand how Dave gets choked up because when you talk all the time and you've got a little bit of a cold, your throat decides, okay, you've talked enough. I'm going to just close up and make you have a coughing fit. And Dave's still working on his system. I heard him just fine that time. I don't know if anybody else did. Yeah, as we look around the areas, I can definitely see on the radar and on both radars that we do have some showers starting in. They're just about to the Mississippi River. We've got the first edge of the showers coming in our way. So they're going to start working their way up our direction. We've got a few there in West Kentucky, but I don't know if all that's reaching the ground yet. Linda McElrath says, Dave, you're forced to rest your voice now. And I can't see the chat from the Facebook side. So if you see anybody up there saying anything, let me know. Yeah. 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 We all do our best. And thanks you all for joining us over on Facebook. Yeah. Well, we were doing great till the sound quit working on Dave's mic, and we don't know why. So it's very unusual for y'all to hear just me and not be able to hear David. Sometimes you can hear just David and not me. So if he loses me, I don't know what we're going to do. And I see the picture bounce around or everything else, but yeah, no one can hear Dave. And Dave is forced to rest his voice. He's resting his voice a little bit, and he's doing better today. I can vouch for that. He's slowly but surely getting better. But again, we just wanted to jump on with everyone and give you all an update with this coming in, and to tell you that we're still waiting for the storm to see if it's actually going to show back up in the models or be gone for good for later this week around Thursday. If not, the next storm after that will be on into the next weekend. Linda McElrath says, will the sponsor ads still work? Well, we need to check that out because we need to pay some bills. So, yep. So, we are not too far from severe weather season. And when severe weather season rolls in here, you're going to want to have somewhere to go to stay safe. And nobody's better at that than Mid-South storm shelters. So take a look at this.
What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South storm shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020.
All right, and we also have to talk about our one of our other sponsors, Michael Vance Roofing and Contracting. I guarantee you, if you need to know something about your roof, if you just want to have somebody take a look at it for you, or if you know you need a new roof, call Michael Vance at 270-707-ROOF, and I guarantee you, he will come. He will talk to you. They will do excellent work for you, and you'll never be left high and dry because Michael and them, they always do really good work. He also can you all hear David now? Oh, I think she meant on the commercial. Okay. And Chris Meacham, good afternoon. But Michael Vance also owns Lakeside Campground and Marina. And even though we're in the snow and cold right now, it's only a few months till we can start thinking about getting out there at the campgrounds again. So be sure and check out that website. And it's a beautiful place. Okay. And while we're in this cold and snowy weather, your joints ache a lot and your skin dries out and it's just no good. So our friend Katie Moyer at Kentucky Hemp Works has a salve that can go on stuff like that cannot be beaten. So watch this.
Anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky Hemp Works Hemp Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions and helps with preventing chapped lips. This amazing Kentucky Hemp Works salve is available in our online store at dpww.shop. Order today.
All right, and you can find Katie's products in our online store at dpww.shop, as well as some of our other merchandise. Our can koozies, which are turning out to be quite a hot item. We were kind of surprised that the I Love David Powell is so popular, but also Thunder Buddies, Snow Buddies, and all the other variations we have on the different things, and the Watchers of the Wind Tribe for those who are subscribers to the channel. You also find a few of our other merchandise on there, and we said Katie's merchandise and a few other things. And if we don't have it quite ready yet, but as soon as we have it ready, we'll be at shopweatherandwisdom.com, And that's where you'll probably find a lot of our clothing items and stuff, t-shirts and hoodies and all that stuff. So when that goes live, we'll let you know, and you can go there too. Okay. And let's go through the forecast one last time before we get out of here. We are looking for rain showers moving in tonight and through tomorrow morning. Then, as the cold front moves through tomorrow afternoon, we will start to change over to snow and snow showers. We'll get another band of snow showers through tomorrow night and into Sunday morning. Sunday morning is going to dawn very cold. We're only going to get in the low 20s through the whole day. And then we start to really drop into the cold air Sunday night and Monday and Tuesday, with overnight lows in the single digits and daytime highs only in the 20s before we start warming up any at all. And we'll have to see what happens. Again, beyond that, the models are all over the place, so we'll have to just wait and see. Yep. Okay. Everybody, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. It's been nice to get on with you, and we will be very glad to see you all Sunday afternoon again when we do our next update. Have a pleasant weekend, a wonderful time. Again, watch out for those slick roads Sunday morning, and we will see you Sunday. Y'all take care.